Today I'm going to be teaching you how to add your own scraps to Lethal Company. You're going to need the Lethal SDK project and Unity 2022 3.9 F1. So once you get all this set up, you're going to go ahead and head to your Lethal expansion. You're going to go to your scenes, your item placement. It's going to load this up. This is where you're going to add your items and adjust them to how they fit in the hands and whatnot. So let's start with this. Go to your mods, get your template mod. You want to copy and paste this. Just make it another one. You want to rename this whatever your mod's going to be, more items, or whatever you're going to call it. For this one, we're going to be doing a code lock from Rust, so we're going to call it code lock. Okay, now that you have your file, go ahead and rename it whatever your mod is. So for me, it's going to be code lock, because we are doing a code lock from Rust. You don't need your moons, because you're not making any moons, so go ahead and delete that. Okay, so now that your moons are gone, all you're going to have is your items, your manifest, and your template. So we're going to go over these last because they're not very important right now. So you want to go to your items, scraps, and you can choose either one. So we're going to do battery. So you want to go ahead and get rid of all these textures. And you want to remove this material here because we don't need it. And we honestly don't need these, but we'll keep them in for reference so you can see what's happening. So we're going to import a new asset. So as you can see, comes everything. So once you have your code lock, you need to import your textures that come with it, or if you don't have textures, you can apply your own. So go ahead and go to your textures, and you want to get this. So now that we have this, we're going to drag our code lock into the one-handed hold axis. And as you can see, it's going to go ahead and look itself out. It's not going to be perfect, so you're going to have to mess around with it and get it in there. So, just move around, do your thing. Okay, so now that you have your item in the hand, you can make it how you want. If you don't want no clipping, completely understandable. Go ahead and adjust that. Just something like this. So we're going to do this for now. It's got a little bit of clipping, but it can be reworked later. So now that your item's in here, you need to go ahead and apply this new texture. So we're going to go to create material, and we're going to need to import a normal map. Now the normal maps are what gives it the Lethal Company look. So we'll get this random normal map I have to show for an example. So go to your material, and you want to go to base map, and you want to make it the code lock. And then down here by normal map, you want to use any normal map, or you can even make your own for it. But let's use this for now. See how this looks. So as you can see, it looks a little crazy, a little like a little too much on it. Lower it down, get this little look to it, and that's basically it. That's how you make the textures to fit Lethal Company. Okay, so now that all this is set up, we're going to go into the code lock. Now, there are a couple things we need to add to this. First off, we need a network object script. You're going to check this one, uncheck this, and leave it just like this. You then need a box collider for your object. You then need to go over to code lock and create a empty game object. We're going to call this scan node. So inside the scan node, you're going to tag it scan node. You're going to add a box collider. Oops. Box collider and a mesh filter. You're going to change the mesh filter to a box, but if your item comes with a mesh filter, go ahead and use that. So go ahead and fix your box collider up to match up with your item. Okay, so now that you have your scan node set up, box collider, mesh filter, layer as scan node. Go back up to your code lock, and we are going to now do the box collider for this. Oops. Go ahead and fix this up real quick. I'm just gonna tear it down here. So I have the box collider. Doesn't have to be too perfect, but you know. So inside of code lock, you're going to mark this as a physics prop and a prop. And you want to only mark it for this one. Physics prop, prop. Make sure your network object code looks like this. And then everything should be good so far. So now we're going to go down to our battery, or this little item. Scrap type, change your name to whatever it is. Let's say code lock. Change the value. So it is multiplied by 2.5. So whatever you put here is going to be multiplied. So we do a 60 and we do 120. Make it two-handed, one-handed animations. It's conductive metal. The weight, let's say about 7 pounds. And then down here, you want to get your prefab. So to get your prefab, you're going to take everything you just made here with your scan node, and you're going to drag it down here. You're then going to click back on here and change this to your new code lock prefab. Now these you can use shovel wheel up. Oops. Fix that under shovel swing. And then the last part, we're almost done. All you have to do is this little part down here and a little bit of messing around here. So you need to go back to your code lock, and you're going to take your position and your rotation, and you're going to apply it here. So position offset, rotation offset. So here, position, go back here, go ahead and change that. And you're basically all the way through. Okay, so now that you have this filled out, you're now going to rename this to code lock. So we now have our code lock, and we can go ahead and delete this. And these can go. And you now have your official scrap item here. So now we need to go back to here, go to mod manifest. We're going to change this to code lock. And we're going to go down to scraps. We want to go ahead and take all these off. We're only doing one item today. And you're going to look for your code lock asset. Go ahead and go to moons and take these off because we're not using them. You're going to change template mod asset bank to whatever your name is. Instead of your mod manifest, you're going to change the asset bank to the code lock mod asset bank, or whichever name yours is. You're then going to go to SDK, asset bundle builder. This little menu pop up. You're going to type in asset/asset bundle, and you're just going to push build asset bundles. Okay, so now that your asset bundle has been built, you're going to go over to here. It should be in here. You're going to see your code lock. You're going to go show and explorer, and you're going to look in here, and you're looking for these two files right here. So now we're going to go ahead and open up our model manager. And you're going to look for Lethal Company. And we'll go ahead and set up a new profile for this to show you guys. So we'll go down to create new, call this test. Create a profile, select profile, go down to get mods. Now, the reference I did take this video from was a fellow YouTuber who actually made this mod. So make sure to check out his video. Go ahead and download this. You're gonna go down to the crawling chimps. You're gonna go down to your settings, go to browse profile folder. Or data. Data probably. Data would be better. Open your data folder. Inside your data folder, you're gonna go Lethal Company, profiles. You're gonna look for the new one you did. Or whichever one. You're gonna go to Bepinex, plugins, and we're looking for this. So we're going to take these two files and delete them. Don't need them. So go to your asset bundle and get your code.locklim and your code.manifest. Go ahead and drag them in here. Open up the manifest file. You're going to change the name Crawling Chimps. Whichever name your thing was. Go ahead and save that. Exit out. Back out. Back out. You could rename this whole file. Show up. Just call it file. I can't spell. Go back down. Open your mods. There's gonna be two things you should change in here. Scroll down, find the mod, change name, do whatever your mod is. Go log, go down here and change this to go log 2. And that's all you're gonna do. And your items should be in the game.